Hey Brooks Flats. For today's video, I want to talk about three things. Number one, what is the point of office hours? Number two, how to use technology respectfully and purposefully in the classroom. And last, how learning is a collaborative venture. Some might imagine that office hours are just for getting questions answered, help on homework, maybe some tutoring or coaching. But the reality is, and research shows, office hours are good for allowing professors to get to know students and students to know professors. And it improves outcomes not just in the classroom, but outside as well. With recommendations, with advice on ventures and ideas for getting into grad school, there are so many benefits. So I encourage you, go visit your professor's office hours, even if it's just a drop in to say hi or share some bit of news. We all know that technology can be a big distraction, especially in the classroom when we're trying to focus on difficult topics, maybe even on topics that are not our passion or our interest. In fact, studies show that our IQ goes down by 10 to 20 points with the distraction of technology, the attempt at multitasking in the classroom. And what that means for a person of, say, average IQ is that 30 to 40% of the population passes you in terms of their intelligence simply by the act of not being distracted by their technology. But it gets worse. Most of us think if we just leave our phone in our bag or if we turn it off, that's enough. And the most recent research shows, that was a great publication from just within the last month, that even a phone off distracts us in a big way. In other words, it is a drain on our mental resources to discipline ourselves to not think about it and not wonder and not pay attention to it. So what do? It's clear we need to make sure our technology is serving us, not distracting us. And so it behooves us to act extremely carefully. First, I want to acknowledge some professors have very explicit rules about the use of technology in the classroom. I encourage you to honor that not only to the letter of their law, but in the spirit of their law. If they want you to keep technology put away, then adapt your learning style to include pen and paper and complete focus. But when professors are not perfectly clear, what should we do? You might be expecting me to advocate for self-discipline and strength of will and encouraging people to just fight the good fight of focus. I'm actually not, because that is work. And when you're in the moment of high cognitive load, learning in the classroom, that is hard to keep up. So what I'm going to encourage is, some of you might think of it as a hack. Use focusing applications that force your computer to just allow you to work with one application. Turn off notifications on your phone. Let your computer and your phone be your servant in these moments rather than a distractor in these moments. That can help a great deal. But there's another psychological concept I want to make sure everybody's familiar with. It's called flow. And it's when you're so engaged in an activity that you lose track of time and you are singularly focused on an activity. And I want to encourage you to pursue that idea, whether it be in the classroom, in studies, in other activities, this idea of flow. Finally, today I want to talk about this idea that education and your learning is a collaborative venture. Clearly, Baylor and its faculty are a part of what's going on. We're here to serve, but the linchpin, the key, is you. And my encouragement to you is to celebrate learning, whether it's bowling or business or biochemistry. Grab as much as you can. Force that professor to teach you as much as possible. They all have so much to offer. Grab it, dig, pull, celebrate the joy of learning. So to summarize this video, we talked about the importance of making an appearance in office hours, even casually, to just shoot the breeze. And its impact it'll have on your performance long term, both in the class and outside. We talked about the appropriate use of technology and making sure that we're strategic and diligent and purposeful about our technology and making sure it is serving us and making us better, not worse. And last, we touched on this idea of learning as a cooperative venture, as an opportunity to drink deeply from the fountain of knowledge. Oh, that sounds hokey, but you get me. And I'm happy to answer any questions you guys might have. Feel free to reach out, and I look forward to seeing you guys Sunday night, maybe somewhere between 6:30 and 8:30. Thanks.